everyone, it's Cirque, and today we're going to be unboxing not one, but two different Kickstarter campaigns from Lifeline Comics. For those who did not see my last unboxing of one of their campaigns, Lifeline Comics is a independent comic book imprint run by Kat Calamia and Phil Falco that has a focus on diversity and LGBT content and giving voices to those who may not have um, had a voice in the comic book industry in the past. And as you can see, the main unboxing we're doing today is for the Rainbow Box from their um, Rainbow Canvas campaign. But when I contributed to this campaign, I also added all of the available issues of their Webtoon series Slice of Life. And then right afterwards, they ended up starting a Kickstarter for the final issue of season 1 of Slice of Life. So lucky for me, those two campaigns ended up shipping out one right after the other. So I am able to unbox the entire Slice of Life series all in one video instead of having to break them up. And we also have some fun surprise goodies in here from my mystery box. And of course, we also get at least one copy of Rainbow Canvas, which is going to be fun. I did get a copy of Rainbow Canvas early when I opened my Hairology box. So I'm hoping that we get a different cover so that I have two different versions of the anthology. And if we get anything in this box that I got in the last box, I also hope that they are alternate covers so that maybe I can have a little bit of variety. But before we open that, the Slice of Life campaign also had one more little fun goodie that I added on. This is an adorable little plushie of Lady Vengeance, whose name I believe is Yuriko. I haven't actually read Slice of Life yet because Hairology was the first time I had heard of Lifeline Comics, and when I added on their Slice of Life issues for their second campaign, I just decided that I was going to wait until I just had this physical series in my hand to read it. So I'm going to be a little bit fuzzy on some of the details for the series, but I did read a little bit of it, like just the introduction, just to get a little bit of an idea of what it's about, and it looks fun so far. So I know I'm gonna love it, just like I love everything from Lifeline that I've read so far. And we're gonna put Yuriko away and get into the box itself. All right, so right on top we have some fun little goodies. So I'm going to take those small things out and put the box to the side for a moment so we can just focus on these. So first off, we have some fun pins to look at. First thing I notice is we got 3 different LGBT animal pins, which this is another thing that Lifeline does on Kickstarter every once in a while. They're adding these little animal pins with different pride flag designs every few months. I believe it's like mostly twice a year, maybe, from what I've seen. But we have this cute little turtle with the non-binary flag on it, which I think I already have one of from my last box. I'll have to double check. But either way, I am non-binary, so it's nice to have a little bit of extra one. Most of these pins I'm probably going to use as display pieces so that I don't lose them, but having 2 of one of the pins that actually fits one of my identities is very exciting because since I have an extra, I can actually use this perhaps and have it on my bag, and hopefully I don't lose it. I'm going to be very upset if I lose it, even though I do have an extra. but even if I did lose it, I still have another one in my display, so while it's upsetting, it won't be the end of the world like it would be if I only had one and ended up losing it. But then we also have the fox with the rainbow, just generic gay pride flag tail. And finally, we have an owl with the ace pride flags, which is another one of my identities. I am asexual, so very happy to get that one as well. And all three of these are very high quality. I believe they are not acrylic. I don't know what the name is, but they're very high quality. They're thick. They don't feel like they will get damaged very easily. The colors are definitely in there for good. They're not going to come out. They're not going to get scratched up and lose all their color. And they're just beautiful. I'm so happy to add those to my collection. And then I believe this one is from the Slice of Life campaign, whereas these were part of my mystery box. But we also have a Slice of Life acrylic pin that has Yuriko and Lucy, and I believe that's Lucy's sister. And they look very happy and they're very cute. And this one only has one safety back, whereas all of the LGBT pins have two. But it's very beautiful. I love it. Even though it's different material, it's still very high quality, very thick. Again, not going to get damaged very easily, and going to be a beautiful addition to my collection. And then in addition to our pins, we also have some trading cards, which not all of these are from Slice of Life, or they're not. I don't think there's any um, from Rainbow Canvas. I believe usually with their anthologies, they just include some random cards from different series that they printed. And I might not even know all of these. In fact, I almost know for a fact I don't know what this one on top is. But either way, I still enjoy collecting these trading cards for their various series because it gives me a little glance at what else they have printed and maybe giving me an idea for what to look out for in the future that I might enjoy. But our first card is Sandra, and her effect is a risk taker. And then she is from the series Ziplining, which, like I said, isn't one that I am personally familiar with yet, but I'm definitely going to look it up and see if it's still available anywhere. And then we have Cowboy, whose effect is Quickest Draw. And he is from Quick Draw, which is another series I'm not aware of. Then we have Brett, who is a party animal, and he is from Slice of Life. Then we have Minions, who are a group attack from Slice of Life. Oh, and then we have a holographic Anime Life card that it looks like it was an exclusive to New York Comic Con, which is very exciting. And obviously this one is also is from Slice of Life as well, since you can see Lucy and Yuriko on the front. And that's just beautiful. And all of them have their stats on the back. They have the character's age and gender, their sexuality, and what their weakness is, as well as different stats like strength, charisma, intelligence, constitution, and wisdom. So they have all of the D&D stats, and I'll add those to the ones I already have from my last box. And then getting into the larger items. Oops, I'm going to move the whole box over again. So first we have a gorgeous art print of Lucy and Yuriko in some nice, I think, look, Edwardian looking dresses, I believe they are. And those are signed by Kat and Phil. And that's beautiful. I love the way the artwork is done. The colors are beautiful. It's a very soft image. I'll have to get that framed and hung up because it's gorgeous and I don't want anything to happen to it. And then underneath we have some issues of The Dancer, which is another series that they have done a Kickstarter for a later issue that I will be unboxing in the future. But we have issues 1 and 2, and they look like they are in black and the whole issue is in black and white. which is, I believe, one of the alternate versions of it. I believe some issues are in color, and then these are special in the black and white. But we have issues 1 and 2. And again, these are also signed by Cat. Yeah, just by Cat, because Phil wasn't part of this series, it looks like. Ooh, and then underneath we have the entire first volume of Haunting, which this one's signed by Phil, because Kat was not involved in this one, it doesn't look like. But this I'm very excited about, because I believe we got the first comic issue of this in Herology, but now we have the entire first issue, which is multiple volumes. And this is another one that I know I have coming for me in the future that I contributed to a Kickstarter for. So I'm definitely going to be reading this one. This is one of the ones that if I hadn't got it in Herology, I was definitely going to invest in buying for myself, because it just looked so fun. So I'm definitely looking forward to reading that and reading the whole series. And then, of course, we get our Slice of Life issues. We have issue 1 with Lucy and Yuriko on the front, and signed by both Kat and Phil. And we have issue 2 with the girls and 2 of their friends. Issue 3, Lucy and Yuriko in some nice cheerleading uniforms, and Lucy's helping Yuriko with her hair. And issue 4, it's very cute, Lucy and Yuriko, and I believe that's Lucy's sister in the middle, looking kind of sad. So I'm curious what's wrong, and I hope she's okay. As you can see from the pin that we had, Lucy and her sister seem to have a pretty good relationship. I might be wrong. Like I said, I haven't actually read the whole series yet. I just kind of glanced at the beginning to get an idea of it. But hopefully nothing's too wrong. And if not, I hope that can be fixed in the future. Ooh, and then we have another issue 4. And this one, if I'm not mistaken, this cover is a reference to the, I believe it's from the 80s or not. It might be from the 90s, but there's a very popular LGBT movie called But I'm a Cheerleader, that is about a cheerleader who is sent to a gay conversion camp when it's found that she might have, she might be into girls, and it's a very influential movie. I haven't seen the whole thing, but I have seen clips of it. I know that what's his name? I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he was Rufio in Hook, and he was the voice of Prince Zuko. Dante Basco. Yeah, he's also in But I'm a Cheerleader. So that's a movie that I'm interested in seeing in the future, and the fact that they paid homage to that on one of the covers of Slice of Life is very exciting. And then, of course, Yuriko's in the background doing some anime protagonist stuff. And then, finally, we get to our copy of Rainbow Canvas. And it says Volume 1, so I'm assuming they're going to be doing more Rainbow Canvas issues in the future, which I will definitely be keeping an eye out for. And in this issue, we got the wraparound cover, so I'm going to stretch that out and hopefully not damage my issue too badly. But we have a variety of different characters from the stories that are in the series. So I believe, no, I'm wrong. I thought that was Lucy and Yuriko, but they just have similar hairstyles. Lucy and Yuriko are on the lifeguard chair, and I believe this is not the characters from Boyfriends, but was drawn by the artist. And there's just a lot of different Webtoon characters in this picture, and who their authors contributed to the anthology. So take a look at that. Maybe you'll recognize someone that I don't, but it's very beautiful. And hopefully if they do a wraparound cover like this for Volume 2, I will get that. But that brings us to the end of that box. And I'm actually going to grab my Hairology box so that we can take a look at the things that I have double of, whether I got new covers or not, and then I'll be back. Alright, so like I said, I do have a spare non-binary turtle now, which I'm not complaining about. I love it. And I also remembered correctly that I had both issue 1 and now I have volume 1 of Haunting. And with Rainbow Canvas, I got lucky. I have 2 different issues now. We got the wraparound cover in this unboxing, and then in my last unboxing, I had gotten the issue that, or the volume cover that is homage to Lore Olympus, if I'm remembering correctly. And then the last thing, I didn't actually remember already getting this, but I actually have 2 different copies now of the exact same cover of Slice of Life Volume 1. So I have a spare copy. Maybe when my channel gets a little more, maybe if my channel grows a little bit more, maybe I will give away one of these copies to someone to kind of spread the word of the series and hopefully spark someone else to fall in love with the series, or give someone who didn't get the chance to get issue 1 of Slice of Life in a past campaign a chance to have a physical copy in their hands. But regardless, I am very happy with everything I got. I said before, I love Lifeline Comics, and everything I have seen from them so far looks amazing, and I plan to continue supporting them in the future as long as my finances allow. But I hope you had a wonderful day. I hope that you're able to get your hands on your favorite cover variation of your favorite comic book in the future. And I hope that you messing up my outro. I hope that you had a great day, and I hope I get to see you again soon.